Hello everyone, welcome to 10 Against. Today we are starting a new series in Kerbal space program called Feed Kerbin. What is Feed Kerbin and why have I called it Feed Kerbin? Feed Kerbin is where we are creating a gigantic business feeding Kerbin with oil, or in other words, Kethane. So yeah, let's start. So today we're going to be establishing a low Kerbin orbit module which will be able to basically hold crew until they can be transported off to other places in order to get some Kethane and bring it home. So let's just, oh god, it's just gonna be a nice simplistic design. Let's turn down the volume a bit, god. A nice simplistic design, you know, it doesn't have to be anything too fancy. Don't need that because it's low Kerbin orbit. This is just to convert it so we can perhaps fuel up with some spare Kethane. So now here I basically continue building this. So the reason I wanted to basically make this low Kerbin orbit station, which I might have said in the video already, is that I want to have some sort of place where we can keep our crew while they go on, before they set out on their massive long missions out onto the Kerbin system. So yeah, it's just a pretty simple design, although it does have quite a lot of docking ports, which you will see in a moment. Okay, we're all ready and set for launch. Okay, now we have a pretty much circular orbit. We can now ditch this fuel tank. So we haven't actually got a remote control unit on it. Actually, let's see how good this is. 0.7, good enough. Okay, so let's point this retro. Okay, we're ready for tank separation. Okay, tank is... Oh, solar panel hit it, but didn't break. Jeez, that was too close. Right, let's point this pro. Let's control from here. And point this pro. Okay, we're good. So that tank is now going to fall away. Okay, we're good. Let's hold it at this attitude. Just stop, just stop, just stop. So we got Bill flying in here. Okay, just stop. Right. Okay, so that's our low Kerbin orbit station here. So I think for our next launch, we're going to create a little tank that we can keep up on our space station core. Okay, this is the little craft I've come up with. It's basically just a fuel tank with some RCS units on it. So it has the RCS units on the centre of mass with an RCS tank below. Also, we have reused our launch stage from our previous launch, which we are using now. We're using MechJeb on the ascent into orbit. But I've also fitted an extra stage for some of that sweet approach fuel, because I don't want to be using a mainsail for that. So as you will see eventually, I have fitted a poodle onto one of the like half tanks for the 3-meter parts. So we have a poodle there which we'll be using for our approach and rendezvous before we jettison it and switch over to our RCS So here we're just circularizing our orbit, and I'll catch you when we're about, well, when we're approaching our craft. Okay, now we've approached our vessel, our LKO space station, our low Kerbin orbit space station, and we're using the Poodle engine I talked about just a few seconds ago for our final approach. So here you can see us coming in pretty quickly. It's getting pretty scary. I think I might need to turn the... Come on. Okay, so we've missed that, which is good. That's always good. We've missed the space station. So yeah, if I bring this around now, we should be able to dock it on nicely. So let's set that as the target. Okay, there we go. It looks like we're pretty good for our docking. Let's release that. So that should now float away from the space station, hopefully. If it doesn't, then I'll be kind of annoyed and I'll get a Kerbal to push it out the way. But for now, that'll do. Let's switch to RCS and let's get going with this this here docking, I suppose. Yeah, it's flicking through all the RCS modes, trying to get my SAS to work, checking that's floating away, and just coming in now. Trying to get SAS working with RCS. I was confused. I haven't played this game in a while. Okay, face it. I'm a bit rusty. Face it. So yeah, let's change into a bit of a better view for docking. There we go. And then so now we're just trying to align ourselves with the docking port across on one of these trusses I've put out away from the central space station, because I want to have lots of real estate for docking things, because we're going to have lots of craft going out to various different planets and such, for all in the name of feeding Kerbin. So now we are just aligning ourselves with the docking port, making sure that we're all lined up. Let's switch to vomit cam actually. There we go, here's vomit cam. Yeah, getting all lined up. There we go. That seems pretty good. Just aligning our prograde with the target reticle. And then, oh, that's why you call it vomit cam, everybody. That's why you call it vomit cam, because it does things like that to your brain. So I've just noticed we are actually misaligned quite significantly on our actual heading, not a translation. We're worrying about our translation now, but our heading, our actual direction, our vector of approach was horrible. We're still misaligned here, actually. That's the one thing about docking. There's a lot of alignments which you need to make, because obviously you're docking in a 3D space, so you need to make so many adjustments and alignments before you can go in. You have to make directional ones, then you have to make translation, and then you probably have to correct even more for your directional ones, like I am doing here. And then you need to translate again. If anyone doesn't know what translating means, it basically means just sliding, essentially. It's not, yeah, it's like sliding. It's weird. It's a bit awkward to explain. It's just strafing or sliding, I suppose. Sliding sideways. So yeah, that is our first parts of our space station, our low Kerbin orbit space station complete. So you can see our two bits of debris over there, up out the top, out the frame. Change that to a space station. Okay, I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool indeed. Thank you guys for watching. I have been Techno Badger. This has been Techno Games. This has been Feed Kerbin, Episode 1. Let's have a photo opportunity before I say I'm about to be cut off.